Don't worry, I'm about to play my game too. Then. Derek Horton.
Oh shit.
This nigga, yeah. Oh, boy, that's crazy.
Another stat game.
Yeah, you living your best life right now.
You said what? Hey, I laughed hard as hell at that post. I laughed hard as hell at that post right there. Oh.
Shit. That shit crazy. They living their best lives right now, man.
Living my best life. I ain't going back and forth.
Bro, ain't no telling, bro. It had to been it's probably the club it's a little hole in the wall and shit in Greenwood, and they be having Soul Sunday where they play nothing like soul blue music and shit. They probably ran into each other. Hell no, I don't never go. That nigga try to invite me every time. Like, you should come on out. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Hey Trey, I sent that shit.
I just had to let you know. Oh, somebody put me on this Ravens book. I've been practicing with that Ravens book. That thing is nice, bro.
I told you.
It is.
Shit, I'm finna run it versus Slay.
Cheers over there now, bitch.
Man, you already know it. Talking about how he was on vacation and his offensive coordinator. How he gonna spell it? He gonna miss all the other F's. Offensive coordinator had won the game for him.
What you talking about?
Rodney, even though he ain't playing.
Yeah, that nigga funky, nigga.
I think that like on the weekends or whatever, he probably smell decent. Then later on, he probably smell like weed. And then on his worst days, he probably just smell like damn dumpster ass.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, nigga, catch that nigga in the middle of the summertime, bro, and it's
boy in the middle of summertime. He don't work like an 8-hour shift.
And he come out of the job with the wife beater on, nigga. Oh God, bro.
They crazy, ain't
Send that.
They just experimenting on some shit. What the fuck? That shit about to get ugly.
Quick. Trey.
Hey, what's the dude for the Raiders? What's his first name? Is it Mike Harrison?
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah. Michael Young or something
Young.
like that.
It's Michael Young.
I can't tell that motherfucker. Hold up.
Probably got a message to him.
He probably got you blocked. Are you making the schedule?
Yeah.
That nigga Eric.
Eric ain't do nothing.
Man, Ken, I tried to help you out with that primetime game shit. Your ass would have had like about 8 damn primetime games. Shit, I think like 4 or 5.
What's the cheese dude name? Shit.
Who? Which one?
Derek Frazier, ain't it? No, Kenyatta.
Kenyatta Harding.
That's Aaron, ain't it?
Y'all say that nigga name right. It's Kenyatta.
I don't give a damn what his name is.
Which
Oh, that's
one?
the team. That nigga. Eric kicked him off his team.
Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. Y'all tripping.
Derek Frazier was the 49ers and Pinata was the goddamn Chiefs.
Nah, Mikey Harrison is the Bears.
I said Michael Young.
That's Michael Young.
Okay, post his
Oh,
finger
shut
shit.
the hell up, Ken. You ain't shit.
Oh, you talking about how his hype for he can't stay in Zion?
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain.
Man.
And we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in
He
downtown Seattle.
better stick to them girl basketball coaches.
Introductions
Shit.
to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Trey. Did you do that shit again? But did you do that shit? Huh? That whole little stream shit? The whole little stream shit with the settings and stuff? Hey, put that PB&J down and again play this goddamn game.
Boy, y'all crazy. Damn, I forgot Derrick Hunt on that side. All right, bitch. No problem.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be the key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He really don't.
An incomplete pass
Dorian.
leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The Chargers got a team too.
Firing quickly
Nah,
here.
first come, first serve.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback.
Which
that
one?
You can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing
Douglas.
it.
Why he ain't on the
A lot of
field?
teams against good pass
Man,
rushing
I
teams
swear,
are
I-
on the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ah, he failed.
Looking for more there on
Nah,
first
I'm
down,
looking at the
but
schedule.
this throw downfield incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready
Take
for
some
this
hoes
one.
for that.
Take the big
I don't know
shot
why
right
he ain't
out of the
on the
gate.
field.
At
I put him
worst,
at number 2.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Wilson now.
Nah,
Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Yeah, who?
He did.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of
Can nobody
contact
say
going
that?
on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football
I'll wait
and
till
bring
they
it
tell.
into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the
Of
finish.
course.
Hey,
On 3rd
what's
down,
Bloodthirst's
Wilson.
real name?
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Ain't that
Complete. And this is going to turn
what's
into
the name
another
on the
first
Facebook
down as
page?
the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball.
It's
I don't
Trey,
know what
nigga.
happened last week to really hurt their performance.
OG Mudbone.
Trey.
I would dare say that this week in
Trey
practice,
Alonzo,
there's a lot
McCormick,
of talk
Gardner.
about how they're going to increase their
Oh,
efficiency.
shit.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You
put
mentioned
Trey
that to me
Gardner.
pregame. That's what we did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fucking dead, bro.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
You got Seth Kennedy.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Let me put this nigga in, cause I don't know why they fucked up my depth chart like that.
Hey, Dorian. Hey, Dorian. Hey,
I
Dorian.
ain't changing that. Yeah.
The Chargers is Donovan.
You said who?
Donovan Austin.
The Cardinals?
The Chargers.
Is he in the league yet?
Like not on Facebook. He on the page. He's not in the league yet. He's supposed to join last night. Nigga got drunk.
Tough to hold on to that one.
That
Second down.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Who's the Bills? Without me having to go back and look at this damn shit.
That's Johnny Utah.
So now
That's
2nd and
dumbass.
10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He sure ain't. He sure the fuck ain't.
Now a handoff looking right.
But I'm not saying
About
I normally have my
5 yards as
laptop
he's
so I can
taken
go
down
back
right
and
at the
forth and look
25.
at these names.
All I know is Dorian when I was making schedule, I didn't have to do all that.
The disadvantage of blitzing.
you traded your laptop away?
Spacing and run fits.
My
They were able to exploit right
old
there.
job wanted the laptop back.
Nigga, they.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hell no, nigga.
They gave me $8,000. They can have whatever they want.
They got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that
Ooh.
is
You seen it.
incomplete.
It's on that Jim Beam.
Quite a bit on this drive, and finally, I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the
Jim
double
Beam.
coverage on him, made it very tough.
Jim
for
Beam
him to
got all
follow.
the. Jim Beam got all the money.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about
Man,
the
they
whole
kicking
thing.
me to make me
Okay,
sick.
This should continue throughout
I'm
this
scared for
ball
Willie
game.
to get his
On the
tackles.
flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That nigga finna eat them bats like some Chinese people. That nigga finna eat them.
Good starting field
Talking about
position for the
caviar?
Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own
Yeah, that's
42.
okay.
Now a run with
That shit
Cook.
bombs up with
And this
Mr. Hot
defense
Sauce.
feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of
I
scrimmage
had
on
no
the
caviar,
first play
man.
of the afternoon. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
So that nigga really saying right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh.
2nd and 10. That finds Howard complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing
One
route
of
really
them, what
well
that mean,
and give
nigga?
them a chance to let it develop a little bit,
No, that
you
Dorian,
gain
you
some
the
significant
head
yardage
nigga
and
for
your
one
tight
of
end
them.
on that one.
Damn.
The second
I'm not
down
talking like they
completion
doing.
got him 7. Now here's 3rd and
Everybody
3.
somewhere is
Looking to throw. Nicholson.
He accidentally pump fake.
She one phone call
Coming
away.
out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that
Wait,
right
what
side
happened?
from the DN.
Oh, you threw
And
that.
that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed,
This nigga
that's the
accidentally
side
pump
you don't
fake.
see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Robert Walters.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard
Nigga have to wake
return.
up. Hey,
And
hold
it'll be
up.
Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You got to make it go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball.
Boy, he lucky the right wide receivers
incomplete.
right there. Because if he had,
That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Really, you ain't told
Pass
on
on
him?
that last
Yeah,
play.
he told on
I ain't
him.
know yet.
Something here on 3rd down.
What did you say his name was? Nisha, the Chargers.
Donovan Olster.
Donovan who?
Wilson
A-L-S-T-O-N.
going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Yeah.
what the fuck ever, bro?
Intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll actually
Man, these
lose
creative
6
players
yards
some
on the
bullshit.
return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
I told him that about 100 times already. He don't. I wonder what his reason is for not
Which
winning.
one?
And on the first drive,
Baby
3
law.
and out. And I know that
He
these are
drafted him,
professional
didn't he?
athletes.
No,
but I would
no, he
imagine
didn't. Nigga, that's his
sometimes
creative
you
player,
get the
bro.
nerves at the beginning of a game still,
So
don't you?
it all goes
Don't
back to
ever
bullshit
go
that I didn't want to do
away.
it
And
again.
typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have it,
Don't get live with it. Don't get live
Nigga,
with
it
it.
ain't never too
We
late.
just got to deal with it now.
Call your brother's phone and tell him to restart, nigga.
The sack
Nah,
by Reggie
ain't doing it.
Ragland.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive
It's your
coordinator
fault.
and I see an all-out
It ain't my
rush
fault.
like that,
It's Tim's fault,
I file
nigga.
it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Yeah.
That shit's
After the
stupid, bro.
interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason.
You should put money on the 2K
determined
game?
to have a big year, and it's paying off.
What you talking about?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep
Why are you
ball.
scared of nobody playing?
That'll
Well, I'm in the
be
league, bro.
incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That nigga say 10, I'm ready. That nigga don't say nobody else's name.
Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him.
And at the
They feel
end,
like
when
they've
he
got
ready to
something
play?
there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last
Niggas
play,
ready
and
to
that
go?
means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
God damn.
That's the same. That's the
I'm
same
just
shit.
fucking
he-
around. Let me
Just
take the
shy
game
of
serious.
5 all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on
Ain't that
3rd down,
that's
and
the
that
same
sets up a 1st and
shit that
goal.
he worked on?
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Overnight or some shit?
Wilson.
What the
This is
fuck
gonna be
ever, bro?
Intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski
That
tells your
shit's
team to rally
stupid,
around
bro.
and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50
I thought he had it already.
right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended
By the way,
now a shot taken on
in the zone for the last damn couple snaps.
I'm still tagging all the people who ain't in the league.
Here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
About 30 minutes and still.
It's taken to the 26.
That nigga drunk, nigga. I don't care.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
Look at that. You see,
Football
which one is
first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. But who threw 2 interceptions in the first game, a really big game we were playing. Not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well.
You put up my stream to my game.
Met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. They're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
What's this season 5?
Wilson. He finds Douglas complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuck in the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Did you just feel like you really wasn't yourself?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Couldn't use that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down.
That's how they did Russell Wilson in my last game. Motherfuckers did a full-on dive.
Brian Burns ain't never been hurt.
He's going to fire one deep over.
Got hurt when I was playing Jay, and I was teeing his butt up. Yeah, he couldn't do nothing down the line.
At the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So
he gonna put up numbers.
Is that since this is so far down the field,
I
and
call
there
him the
wasn't a big
Jameis
run back
Winston
associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Boy. That shit be pissing me off.
Had to get back up. Had to get back up. I can't do anything else.
They start the drive with Cook.
What the fuck?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 96 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude, that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting him to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, if I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's coming. You're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check 24.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Over the... Y'all niggas wild as hell.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he'll suck though, so it don't matter. Who, Rodney?
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Now he's back.
Play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
Right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Stop.
Run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
I think
that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nicholson. Man open, that's Kiki QT.
This nigga can tag half the damn league.
Across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Hey, he got Stephon Diggs out there playing?
Out that far wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground.
That's all niggas do?
And have a chance to affect the pass.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but now it'll be third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is not his element with all these damn playbooks.
This is Johnson. He's got it.
So now he's only kind of a safety.
Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 79 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Vikings first down. the outlaw. Check. Walk to before.
A toss to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Nicholson got his man. That's Harry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. 8-3. Hey, Delta. Get it.
On first down, Nicholson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, Mike 51. Go. 51.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Say that one more time.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Ready? 52. Check out. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nicholson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They're running on me.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down now, Presley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson operating from the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Presley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
I'm sitting here looking at the dude. He throws it.
and
Just take his head.
12. Wilson.
Just
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Waiting. Check 55. One left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, this is Presley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nicholson, open man is QT, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike. Okay. Alpha. Just like that. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Trace on travel. They're running it. Out. Hey, Steve 6. Ready?
To throw on second down. Nicholson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
You should get one pick.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration.
Remember, Willie drafted? Wait, he switched after he drafted, didn't he?
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Because he wanted 2. He said he wanted 2. He wanted 1-on-1
offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
Because he wanted 3. And he could be out there running
at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Maybe didn't want nobody to have him.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works.
He probably didn't want nobody to have him.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's
that wasn't a real pick,
to throw
is you got to score now.
From the gun, he'll throw. Going for it's caught at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go watch Spider-Man. Look.
So
use these right here.
How about y'all mind y'all damn business? The tight end was taken. The goddamn safety that I was trying to draft was taken. Y'all, they was gone too.
Backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was the best play. That was the best player up on the board by the time it got to me.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
What is this? Your offense ain't fixing or
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I'm not talking about you.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Let me see. Did you not do it? You didn't fix it?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Bro, I just moved him to safety, man. Mind your business.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I really do.
This time Wilson will throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
What's the score?
This is taken at the 3.
Ooh.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Okay, hold on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Well, who you playing?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
That shit just blew me, nigga. What?
His 2nd touchdown.
I don't know, man. He's slowing the game down.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively.
So that's on. So I'm only down 3 right now. I can stop, score again.
They give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Let's go.
That shit is crazy.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He just weaved through my defense, and nobody reacted to him.
For wrinkles and counters because you know they're making some adjustments.
Said what?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
What?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for the gain of 31. On 1st down, Wilson. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
You gotta use just,
After the incomplete pass here now,
and go down to my
2nd
team.
and 10. Here's Wilson throwing again. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And nearly another interception.
That's not a tight end.
They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
The way you used to talking about nigga, you might not get a
They just get better and better.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's Wilson.
Yeah, more than that.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback.
Oh, man, that was the show they was watching on the phone.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good
That was
beating.
a little show they was watching on the phone.
Maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
A little YouTube thing, you know.
He's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks were able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
What's the way to stop it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to
In
the
the baseline, isn't it?
22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showed the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cook on the toss left. And he's got some space here. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
Hey, I seen the nigga do that to me, though, and I ain't had an answer.
At this rate.
Pick a little wide receiver.
First down carry by Jones.
Oh, that was...
The excellent play last time is
That nigga Roddy was doing that
much
to
more
me.
routine gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right?
He's
So
putting
how do you do that
McCaffrey
and not come back on
he
your
was
heels?
motioning McCaffrey out and
All the
shit.
practices we've
Fucking
watched
me
where
up.
they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What you gonna do right now?
The amount of
Or is
sacks
you
that
ready
they've
right now?
absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just
I
face
said,
it.
is you ready right
This
now, or what you
offensive
gonna do right
line
now?
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm hungry. I gotta figure out what to eat.
The Vikings on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Nigga, I forgot I had to. Yeah, hold
50%,
up.
3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the
Glad you reminded me.
Nicholson.
So I'm glad you reminded me.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Oh, Tariq finna get off my team.
Nicholson. And he's going to be hit and taken down.
This
Back
quarterback.
right around the 48-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
gotta have him.
Sports. The
That
Vikings
nigga
send
still
out
getting
their
off my
punter.
team.
He's been terrific so far.
Oh, I ain't never
His
seen that.
first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as
I ain't
good.
never seen that.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end
This might
zone
have to, nigga.
for a
I don't never see
touchback.
that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work
What?
for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple
Yeah,
of
I just got
scores.
QBs in
Want to make
rotation.
sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
There's Wilson to throw. And that is intercepted
The
on the
QB you drafted?
sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Wait till he get a whiff of
Ball on
that.
the
Matter of
30
fact, hold
as
on.
they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to see how that turned out. That ain't fair. Nigga,
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on
that shit ain't fair.
once
You
more.
can't, niggas on the bench
This
can't
will
get
be a
nothing out of
2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Oh, I got Robert Walters next. Boy, God is good.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope
I think I got
alive here
Robert
on
Walters, then I
4th
got this
down. They're
nigga
going
Michael,
for it.
whatever, Young, then I got Tone.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
oh,
going
damn,
on
yeah.
4th down.
Wait,
It's
bro, then I
Wilson.
got Kenyatta,
He's
then I
gonna
got
fly.
Duffy,
Yeah, that is
then I got
incomplete,
Scott,
but there is a flag.
then I
And on
got
4th
Rodney,
down, this is a big
Spear,
call. This home crowd, they're happy with that
then I
call.
got Walters again, man, that's when I get AV on.
There, right?
I'm checking out for AV on
Didn't
and
get a
Tim, I ain't
call.
playing
Looks
him.
like it's been that way all afternoon.
No, I might play Tim. I gotta show the proof to him.
Yes, they
I ain't gotta
did.
prove it to
And
him.
now a
but
throw
I'm
on
good.
1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the
Whole
receivers
Super
pretty
Bowl.
well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this is
Like, nigga,
intercepted, but they'll say
it was
out of
almost damn near
bounds.
impossible
So
for you to
very
win that.
close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 33, Seahawks 26. Michael Vincent to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch safety creep. Hey, stand off. Safety creeping. Slam. Chopper.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt.
Man, let's get it.
Better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle
Yeah, she's got a 29 E-fake.
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is
Say
a
no more,
situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
Still off on her.
One thing
Oh yeah,
say pretty safely,
it's been like that. It was like that at the
start.
start.
The ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
So,
it takes a strong
I ain't done nothing.
And rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target.
I ain't done
incomplete.
that. Yeah, they got some hounds, some pound heads now. Like jugs.
They got to go for it here on fourth down.
Back to you.
Yeah.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just all she wrote for this one.
Go. 18 Gator. Right 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, box truck. Box truck. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Nicholson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quickly.
It's all about weathering the storm.
We'll see if they
now I'm
bring
about to get the
pressure.
ball back and we tied up.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out.
You said just
I know
because
we
of
didn't
what?
on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Well, to me, you pretty much got three defensive
Charles
tackles.
Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
But sometimes you got to, man. Nah, but really, so That's how I call them both DNs, but I understand that they can't be light in the ass. Yeah. This motherfucker gonna start